was me, by the way. That was me plugging in a controller. Just in case. Yo, thanks. I'm sure I'll have a good time. Or not. I'm here to enjoy a little bit of art. And then, you know, before appreciating some real art, which is Smite playing Super Godzilla, I'm gonna check out this mouthwashing game too, I guess. We'll get started here in just a sec. Just want to make sure we get all of our pre-roll stuff out of the way. Let me go ahead and get this fully captured and set up and unmuted and the whole shebang. Okay, capture looks good. Game is unmuted, just not making audio on this screen. That's your right. Let me see if I can get to a settings screen before we fully launch here. There it is. Okay. Oh, there are not. There are not many settings. Let me go ahead and turn my cursor speed down to, oh my god. Hold on. Fixing some settings in the back here. Largely at the Thai Tuesday classic of turning my sensitivity down to like 0.001. All right. Whoop. Hey everybody. How's it going? First of all, thanks for the resub, Grenlith. Much appreciated. Thank you for the 26. And Anime Dad, thank you for the big 93 months. Holy smokes. Hey everybody, this is Mouthwarshing. This game has come pretty highly recommended by quite a few folks, and I've been told it's like roughly 2.5 hours long, 3 hours if you like stretch it a little bit, and I just so happen to have like exactly a 2.5 to 3 hour window of time for streaming here today, before we go hang out with Smite for Super Godzilla. So this is like perfect. Oh, display is its own set of options. Hold on. Borderless. Thank you. Okay, perfect. And like, legally, for the record, this is like sponsored, I guess. They gave me the key. In reality, I saw one of my friends playing a little bit of it and then went and searched in my emails and was like, did they email me about this? And saw that they did, and I was like, nice. And played it for free. Ooh, man. A whole year just floating in space. What a pain in the ass. Only 5 people. Who, brother? An orbital body has been detected 21 astronomical units ahead of the vessel. Please make a manual correction. 1.4 degrees leftwards. Yep. Great. Yeah, sorry. I just clicked the stick and assumed my character would in fact be smart enough to put it the correct direction and not only have one direction the wrong way. Absolutely brutalized. Well. Okay, can't let anyone in. Okay, Captain Access, code scanner. Okay. Okay. We have an employee card. I see we're somehow still using SIM cards, which is brutal. Okay, great. Emergency key acquired. Oh, I thought that was a screwdriver. Okay. We don't desire the rope, I suppose. I have decided I am slamming this bad boy into it. Don't be daft. Of course not. One sec. I'm gonna check one thing. My computer is churning like crazy right now. I'm gonna try changing my display settings a little bit. See if maybe, oh, no, not like that. See if turning on VSync. I'm worried it's doing the thing where it's trying to render at 25,000 frames a second. Which less optimized games love doing. They love trying to render at 25 quadrillion frames a second, lighting my computer on fire. Okay, yeah, that was absolutely it. My computer has gone quiet. I was like, I hear that shit through my headphones. What is going on? I love shipping. So I turn around and explode, right? Oh, brother. At least I have my zoom. Empty. Oh, brother. Time to get killed by the shipping company mascot. Oh, brother. My voice is going to be a little hoarse from all the yelling I'm about to do from running into this funky fella, let me tell you. Static? Think he's a mule? Oh, that makes sense because the shipping company. Wow, this is just like PT. It's exploding time. Let's go, baby. Horse me. Ship's about to blow up. I'm a little horse with a little mule. Is that good? Is that good? This feels good, right? Oh, it's the Pony Express. You're right. That makes sense. Hi. Ooh! Horse damage. Anyone else would do the same thing. We ain't touching the damn cargo. That hold is locked down for a reason. Only thing worse than dying slowly is not getting paid. But it could be something useful, I think. Could be what? Hopes, dreams, and marzipan? Yeah, okay, immediately called the right accent for Swansea. Ha! You don't have to. If it helps us survive, it's worth it. Pony Express bosses aren't chill at all. Quick look won't hurt. That's my boy Daisuke. How exactly is this group therapy committee planning on getting in there? Oh, right here, boss. Look at the meanest swing of the regional junior baseball team. Straight up nearly corked a kid once. I can take the utility axe and... You're born fully corked. That's enough, Swansea. Relax, Swansea. There has to be an in case of emergency way inside. Okay. There's an alternate access code using a code scanner, and only the captain can get the scanner. Yo, Syntax Takes, what's good? Thanks for the resub.
Love this game. Hope you have.
Maybe he'll sing the blues. All right, we get the scanner. We open the hold. I'm the captain now. Right on. Well. Proper preparation prevents accidents. It's your responsibility to keep yourself and the crew safe. Oh. Great. Punctual delivery. Mm-hmm. Collective punishment for poor synergy. Amazing. Do not indulge in over 5 hours of rest. Oh, brother. All right, I'm on scanner duty. Hey. This is where we need the code, huh? Oh, there isn't a 0. Damn, I can't even do the bit. That's crazy. Oh, wow. And this number pad is upside down. What the fuck? I was gonna do a dragon punch and then I was like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, kind of hybrid heaven-y, like the lower poly 3D model with like a texture kind of put over the top of them, like where the shape is still very like boxy. Do I have acquire code scanner. I have zoom. I have a little bit of a run. Okay. I was seeing if there was a map hidden somewhere. Lunch. Meatball! Coffee, baby. Hey, Daisuke, what's good? Ah, 4 months. Oh, Daisuke. Daisuke is like so hopeful, such a hopeful little guy. I love that our character seems to be hitting the exact spot of like, kind of knows this is likely not a winning scenario. There is a really good chance this one doesn't go super hot. We can go to medical, check out what that's about. Oh, am I reading at me speed too fast? Okay, my apologies. Hello? Doesn't want to keep still anymore. Yeah, the drugs aren't doing it. Can't stand the noise. You did make it through nursing school. Okay, yeah, Pony Express hires a butt cheeks nurse too. We never went back into the cockpit after we dragged him out. It's almost entirely foamed up. Yeah, it makes sense. So they had like an emergency sealant and fire suppression system that was some kind of like two-part foam filler. Be the only place the code scanner could still be. Otherwise, we're shit out of luck. Yeah, so we're gonna go check that. Thanks, I love being capable. I feel like our character loathes this guy. Weird interaction option. This vent has been busted, and it's got some kind of danger notice on there. Hands off, idiots. Well, I wouldn't hand anyone off an idiot. I'd take care of them myself. All right. Yeah, so he is responsible for the ship crashing, yeah? Yay! I love choking down pills. It reminds me of all the times I take my medication, and one of my medications I take is like a big fucking tablet. And much like all great medications, it tastes awful if it starts dissolving in my mouth even a little bit. I don't know what serial killer was like, we need to make this unpleasant disc that isn't really like recreational in any way, shape, or form, and make it the hardest shape to possibly take. The number of times. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. The number of times I've gotten one of those bad boys just a little caught up, and then I'm just coughing bittergent for the next like hour. Yeah, love to accidentally swallow a Switch game wrong. Oh, brother. Or trying to trick a dog into eating a pill, but then they like swallow it dumb, even though while they're like horking down a peanut butter sandwich. Lounge, medical, cockpit, utility. So this is the door we're trying to get into, yeah? No, we still have to go check for that. To the cockpit. Okay, that's the lunge. That's why you gotta crush the pills if you can. Yeah, I can't. I just like don't swallow them wrong 99% of the time, but roughly 2 or 3 days a year I get hit by a skill issue and it's a little gross. Ooh. Sorry, I really like that dithering effect on the light. That's really pretty. I really like I really like transparency being shown through like different layers and styles of dithering. And yeah, that filter looks really good. Yeah, now to see where everybody jacks off on the ship. We're gonna see where everybody's busting nuts. I bet it's in the cryopod. I'm gonna see where they're jacking off. Giddy up, Galaxy. What if he kept it in the lunge? Oh. The lounge is the starting location. Oh no, they already got Daisuke. Hey, I want you to know I took your scanner. Is this good? This is part of the treatment. This is good for you. You like this. I'll whiten your teeth too. Okay, great. Have a good one. Yeah, the UV light therapy of taking a medical grade sanitation UV light and shooting it directly in your fucking eyeballs. All right, what do you guys think we've been shipping? If it's spare parts, we can repair the ship. Yeah? It's MF for yapping. Get on with it. So I can hear. Wow. 451. What an idiot would put on their luggage. Well, I hope there's no demons in here. Wow, I'm glad they put a wall of people behind me so I can't possibly pussy out. Oh, are we loading? Yes. Oh, a link to the past. Oh, yeah, no. So the category refresh it won't refresh until you refresh the page. So if you've just had the page open since last time I streamed, yeah, you need to refresh. Sometimes it does it automatically, but not always. Not on every browser. I think that's just a matter of like whether or not it pulls a piece of data and repulls it. I have no idea. I don't know what the fucking browser is. It goes on the internet and it sends ones and zeros. It's crazy. All right. Couldn't sleep again. Curly having the night terrors. Passed psych eval. Gave the exact same answers. We should open up. Okay, so Captain's being a little reserved with his psych evals, which is probably a problem. As long as I'm fit to fly. Okay. All right, one more eval left to do. Jimmy, who apparently doesn't like him. Okay, Jimmy keeps fucking around during the psych evals. Jimmy's just being a shithead, which is very funny. Or not being a shithead. Either way. Swansea asked me to give you this. They can't expect me to perform miracles. Yeah, Jimmy explicitly is like, hey, you just do these for funsies, right? And it does not comprehend. It is, in fact, her job to do those. right, so the ship has been breaking down consistently. Past inspection, allegedly, supposedly. The fun part about inspections is like if you're far enough in the super future, you can just assume that like inspections aren't real anymore, right? If you have that level of like corporate overreach. All right, let's intervene. Daisuke, what did you do? Intern my ass. All right, Daisuke trying to fix a vent, blew the whole emergency foam. You're talented all the wrong ways. Oh, brother. Okay, so we need a captain to unlock the axe case. God, there's a different code for everything, too. Oh, what a pain in the ass. Yeah, the emergency axe that requires you to go through a 3-step process and a chain of command to access it. Maybe not the best for emergencies, but you know, we do what we can out here. Okay, so that's why the vent was covered off. The vent is hugely problematic. Be careful. Of course, we can't fix it. Hey. Just off center keeps me on my toes. That I do yours. I want to hear all about those cartoon horses. Is that something you were born with or a recent development? All right, shut up. Let's go to the cockpit. To the cockpit. Why do we make the cockpit so far away? Like really so far away, huh? Well, it would be really easy for someone to like kill me and have no one notice. Like in an Amogus, bro, I'm cooked. Bro, I'm cooked. I could see newbie venting and it wouldn't help the littlest. Is this part of my sanity? I'm so sane, dude. That's one of my favorite parts about being a pilot is I get to behold the wonderment of the stars and I'm not at all terrified by it. It doesn't fill me with dread, even a little. I look at it and I'm just like, dudes rock, you know? You hear that? I thought I heard the sound of a dude rocking. Is that good? I'm so good right now. My brain is so solid. Oh, baby, free ladders? Must be my birthday. Yeah, I really like outside kayfabe doing a bit for a second. This lighting effect looks so good. I don't know how much will be lost over stream compression, but it is like a dazzling display. The way the pixels are dancing is like really cool on the water and the reflection and everything. Hell yeah, brother. Home. Yeah, worth checking out on your own for the visuals. Not all of it's going to be able to make it through, especially YouTube. God, if you're watching it on YouTube, you're missing half the battle. Not quite the ending of Wonderful 101, but you know. Not great. What's up? Can't just make something up for this. It's not like these evals ever go anywhere when we get back. We'll power through it. Have you been able to complete your mandated tasks as co-pilot efficiently and to your fullest capacity? Let's see. I'll just put good for that one. That's all of them. Done and done. How are things otherwise? Off the record? I like it. We're in control here. Didn't think you'd ever take to be a freighter pilot as well as you have. But with how you struggled back on Earth. All I ever is how great leader you are. Kind of annoying. So what is it? How come it always seems like you're standing on the edge of a bridge with your feet in cement? Lately, I've just been thinking, is this enough? Should I stay here because I've been successful at it? A good long-haul freighter captain. And that's bad? But I'm saying it isn't. But it's terrifying. I think, am I figured out? Is this all I'll ever be? Or do I take the risk and try something new? Even if I'm bad at it. Guess I get it. You've reached the highest rung on this ladder. So now you're thinking you might be on the wrong ladder altogether. Still a long way down from the top, no matter how you look at it. I'm still climbing and climbing. Yeah, something like that. But hey, you know I believe in you. Here, on Earth. Doesn't matter. You should write that on the psych eval. Oh, nice. I got mail. Oh no. Mail from the big man. Guess that's my cue. See you later. So this makes me think it may be Jimmy who did a crash, purely because we were in that seat, unless we just swapped seats for funsies, which is allowed. You're allowed to do that. Where? Oh, I was like, where's the goddamn fax machine? All right. You died. Oh, man. I just wanted to get news from corporate. I wonder. We feel like we're on top of the ladder, and as far as the functional mechanical progression, we kind of are. But inexplicably, there's still some management above us. Isn't that fucked up? What do you make of this?
Operating at a steady profit can give its workers security and employee benefits. Operating at a profit, a business can provide the employee with comfortable, colorful working conditions, high wages, and steady employment.
Man.
Accident and life insurance.
Uh,
Time off for vacation.
God.
Employee working for a profitable business can maintain a safe own his own home and leisure to enjoy the peace and quiet.
Bro, I had to fight tooth and nail and break free from the system to get one of these things.
Operating at a steady profit.
Ay. Yeah, I don't know if that was an original thing or just made for this, but either way, if it was just made for this, they nailed the style perfectly. If it wasn't just made for this, damn, they found a good fit. Also, I was really appreciating the effects of the light on the ground. It looks really good.
Here, in fact, is the answer to a dream as old as man himself. A giant of limitless power at man's command. And where was it science found that giant? In the atom. A particle so
Hell yeah, brother.
that it takes over 100 billion atoms to make up the head of a pin. Just as other millions and quadrillions of atoms are the tiny building blocks which make up everything in the world. Ships and shoes and sealing wax and cabbages and kings. Although no one has ever here, in fact, is the
Yeah? What are we wheeling in, boys? Meat. 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 Finally, the meat channel. It's what the children crave. Hey everybody, we've been going for about half an hour. I'm Ty. If you aren't already following, please do. Blah blah blah. Follow the Clips channel as well. We slowed down a little bit over there, largely because my editor was caught in a hurricane. They're solid now. We're back in business, and I think we're gonna try and focus on doing some more like focused, produced content, like once a week or so, very specific for that channel. 9 days without power, yeah. So we're hopefully gonna have some pretty exciting, fun stuff over there. Maybe some stuff too that just like doesn't show up on streams at all. Stuff that is being fully produced offline. Yeah, CoBuddy it has power again. In speaking to CoBuddy as like part of the reason I was like, yeah, I'll just hire CoBuddy. That makes sense to me. The whole time CoBuddy was like more worried about family than anything about themselves. Like even when they were like leaving for a bit to do a thing they had been planning for months, they were like, I'm just worried my family's okay. I'm like, CoBuddy, you're the best. Keep it up.
Hurry, step right up, folks. Here's the answer to your problems. Dr. Utopia's sensational new discovery, ISM. ISM will cure any...
Hell yeah, ism.
It's terrific. It's tremendous. Once you swallow the contents of this bottle, you'll have the bountiful benefit of higher wages, shorter hours, and security. Enormous profits, no strikes. Remember, you're the big boss. Government control, no worry about votes. Name your own salary. Bigger crops, lower cost. Why, ISM even makes the weather perfect every day. Hurry, step right up, folks. Here's the answer to your problems. Dr. Utopia's sensational new discovery, ISM. ISM will cure any ailment of the body politic. It's terrific. It's tremendous. Once you swallow the contents of this bottle, you'll have the bountiful benefit of high...
Yeah, they are this quiet, yeah. Oh. God. Same. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Without leaving a bad taste? Oh, no. Are we going to be... Is our hole going to be filled with some random cost-cutting bullshit that just has horrible side effects? Come on. It's this. It's this. It's mouthwash. Unfucking believable. An ocean of mouthwash. 5 people hauling for over a year. All of this for mouthwash. Well, if it isn't an analogy for the shipping industry, and by that I mean an exact replication of the modern world's shipping industry. What do you mean that a third of this boat is just mouthwash? How's that possible? Let me see that. 14% ethanol. Oh, no. Oh, man. So was the captain hitting the mouthwash thinking it was just alcohol and they put some fucking additive in it that made him hallucinate? Oh, brother. So if that's the case, that is, it sounds funny, you know, the idea of like people just drinking whatever on a ship. Constant problem. An old college taking care of dental. That's the sound of 15 years of sobriety popping like a cyst. A glorious, magnificent, red-hot cyst. Good riddance and cheers to Captain Curly. Hear, hear. Guess anyone could get seriously blasted off this stuff. Yeah, and kill you in the process. Oh, this can't be real. There's no way. Now we can go out in style. Come here. Anyone ever teach you to drink like a man? So yeah, the idea of people just drinking whatever in ships, especially in longer the hauls with them, is so common that there was a problem with, I want to say it was in the Navy, there was a problem with sailors drinking refined torpedo fuel, I think it was, something along those lines. There was some form of fuel that was like just so overwhelmingly ethanol that soldiers found ways to refine it into a mostly drinkable alcohol, except occasionally there would be problems and it would make you blind. And so they ended up having to like put a bunch of additives in it to dissuade sailors from drinking it because it was such a problem. And then the sailors figured out a way to filter that out too. So it was like a constant fight of, if you just make people bored enough, they'll find a substance. They'll find a way. Torpedo fuel? Yeah, a lot of propellants are based around alcohol, and a lot of it is the same alcohol that makes you funny drunk. However, there's other alcohols that will make you funny drunk, comma, and blow up your organs in a single shot. So don't risk it. This is why the British Navy had rum rations. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Please give them normal, safe alcohol, or else they'll find the bad alcohol. Yo, birthday for the captain. Cheers. Wow. What's the occasion? Only one communal birthday party per trip, so we can have it whenever. Only one person can really be a surprise birthday per trip. We did Swansea last haul, remember? No way, I can't believe I missed that. You were next on the list, so congratulations. Hate to say it though, your duties have to extend even to your own birthday party. You're the only one with clearance to make the cake. The recipe is there by the machine. Hop to it, Captain. Oh, brother. Okay. Mix water and gelatin. cake base and sweetener with the culinary auto mixer. Okay. So I need to find a gelatin. Not now. Sneak an extra packet of sweetener in there. Unless. Yo, nice. Sky, what's good? Yeah, nice. Hey. Yeah. Well, if it isn't one of my favorite streamers, who I'll be playing some Magic the Gathering with tomorrow. How's it going? We're playing a little Mouthwarshing. This is like kind of a surreal horror thing. It's pretty neat thus far. Gelatin is 4213. Where is our food dispenser though? 4213. In luncheon. Yo. I'm very excited for draft tomorrow. 2341. I think I'm gonna manage to like pull a real big deck. I have a good feeling. Also, I'm considering working on building a dumb Pioneer combo deck. Because there's a pretty funny combo that I think is not incredible, but I think I could make a good enough version of it for relatively cheap using only mostly mythic wild cards. That, okay, now what? That I could make a pretty workable version. Mix cake base and sweetener. Take the cake. Reinsert the cake. A mockery of sugar. Sorry, I just saw the word for it. Also, this one's for Daisuke. Oh. Dang. Yeah, so the thing that the combo that I think looks really funny and also very stupid is Beseech the Mirror with Cursed Recording. You know the thing that lets you double a spell 7 times, but then after 7 days it kills you instantly? There's a really dumb elaborate combo you can do with it that rips. Yo, Matt, what's good?
Nice.
Well, okay. Well, if Daisuke's asking me for a speech, thanks for the raid, Benny Matt. Hope you're having a good one. Hope whatever you were streaming was going pretty well. We're playing a little bit of horror here today. We're playing a little bit of Mouthwarshing, as we would say in Indiana. It's been cool so far. Very psychological horror, flying a shipping vessel through space and slowly but surely maintaining our sanity for sure. The visual style's been super arresting. The writing's been pretty intriguing so far. It seems like it's gonna be great. And yeah, I'm Ty. I stream 5 days a week. After this, I'll be hanging out with my buddy Smite. We'll raid on over and then just chill over there, where he'll be playing Super Godzilla, a game that I love. That it sucks. It sucks so much, and I love how it sucks. Tomorrow we'll be doing a little bit of video game Bandle, which is where We listen to like video game music coming in one instrument at a time and try to guess the song in as few instruments as possible. After that, we'll be doing some drafts with Skyville, some Duskmorn, which is, oh my God, the format's so good. Then Friday, we'll be doing a little bit of Content Farm Friday, which is some YouTube content watch along type stuff. 5 Minute Crafts has been putting out exercise tips, and I think I'm going to die. Then after that, I'll be playing some Mario Party. They released a new Mario Party that I'll be playing with Teddy Ross, Mr. Shasta, and one other person that I'm still not quite. I should reach out and find that out. So yeah, pretty packed next couple days. Drop a follow if you haven't already. I do too much shit. Thanks. Can't argue with that. Speech. All right. We're being interrogated into speech mode. We gave them the management report. We'll get our payment and that's it. Oh, the company is shutting down. And we get one last paycheck if we're lucky. One of the last manned crew. The market's been blown out by drones. Yeah. When did they tell you? We got told earlier this week. Instructed to wait until we're closer to the hall destination. But I can't keep something like this from y'all. So I guess you got what you wanted without the guilt. Jim, if I had known, I can go back to my, how'd you put it, struggle of a life. Anya never got into medical school because she's, well, let's be real. And how many employment years Swansea got left in him? Daisuke will be fine. Mommy and Daddy have him covered, so there's that at least. But you, headed for bigger and better, right? I'm just working on my life being in a place I don't have to fucking escape. But I was trying to tell you, nothing more. Great. So, to catch everyone up who just raided in, the game starts with the captain kind of having a real bad moment of kind of coming to in the cockpit when an emergency signal informs him, you need to steer to the left a little bit, just a little bit, and lock it in, and then we'll be Gucci. And then we steer the ship to the right. We then hallucinate through the hallways for a couple minutes until a crash occurs. And that's where the game starts up with Curly, the current first-person character we're inhabiting, is fully in bed, just fully burn victim, front to back, full skin grafts, no eyelids on one side, the full shebang-a-bang 9 yards. And we broke into the back using the captain's scanner to find out what we were shipping, and it turns out it's an unbelievable amount of mouthwash. In another flashback, the captain, were talking to Jimmy, explaining that we're kind of feeling a little stuck. We're at the top of the manual labor part of this chain, but there's not too much more to get to, and we're not really interested in management. So now that the company is closing, Jimmy is pretty upset that Curly had stated intentions to be done. Couldn't frame it to yourself in a way that kept you as the hero. Abandon the crew, but remain the model captain. Unbelievable. What am I supposed to do? Props to the Twilight Cruise of the Tulpar. Props to our captain and his new prospects. Whoa, first person cake. QTE cake, just like Heavy Rain. Whoa. What's going to be inside, do you think? Because the captain's been hallucinating like crazy, just to be clear. There was also a very, we went to the cockpit and had a Neon Genesis Evangelion moment in a big forever ocean looking at the sky. This game's cool. So this is 3 months after the crash, which I believe is when our food supply is about to start running short. And it would appear that the mouthwash has taken hold. Daisuke seems to have burned most of his card. And yeah, we've thoroughly busted up the food container to get every last bit out of it. Curly was in medical, right? Do you hear that? All right, yeah, we don't want to accidentally overdose him. Yeah, there were Chivos for finding the individual ID cards. Oh, brother. Like I said, and the worst part is, even if there's a little bit of poison and you're like, ah, it'll be fine as long as they only drink a little, this supply, why have just a little? In the face of misery, human temperament tends towards excess, I find. Yo, thanks for the resub, Cardboard Tech. All right, so we fully looped back. Yeah, no. That was a yeah, like a flame retardant and sealant foam that popped when the ship crashed. Presumably some form of like. Generally, this would be what, like a 2-part epoxy material that creates a foam that's both like structurally sound. A little bit fire retardant would be like pretty important. You need it to be able to put out whatever's going on, and then just sealing any leaks for better or worse. Okay, so they're probably down in utility, so I'll run all the way down. Oh, alcohol would ruin you so fast. It doesn't function as nutrition. You will just start having real big problems. Swansea hasn't let anyone in there. That's so crazy. I wouldn't be shocked if you only had like a week with alcohol if you weren't filtering out the ethanol itself. Yeah, because alcohol like requires stuff to get poisons out of you, right? Like that's one reason that like having some eggs and bacon the next day after alcohol like really helps out with any hangover stuff. It's because when your body processes alcohol, there's a couple steps where it is legitimately just a poisonous compound. So we're like just trying to get it out of you. And one of the steps requires lipids. It requires fats for the poison to bind to so that it then can pee it out. Or poop it out. Your choice. I'm not picky. Hey, Swansea. Not able to sleep either? It's nighttime. Why are you talking this late? Anya, are you crying? I'm okay. Okay, so Swansea. Making noises again. Did you give him his meds before? No, must have slipped my mind. Yeah, we'll go handle it. Is that Curly? Ooh, man, it's got to be bad up there then, huh? What could I say? So Jimmy letting a little bit out with the one person he can talk to. Then what would she do? Here we are now, me in the driver's seat. Thanks. Open up. I hope these make you feel fucking better. Oh yeah. It's very funny that other animals get drunk too. I think my favorite there's like a couple instances of that. Elephants getting drunk is hilarious and also terrifying because it causes legitimate problems, like if people discard beer bottles and things of that nature. The elephants can find it. And it's really bad. A drunk elephant is scary, it turns out. There's also there's butterflies. I think that's my favorite. There is a certain subset of butterflies that exist on some mountaintop. I'm not sure which. And I can't remember if it's fruit that falls off the tree and ferments on the ground just because like it happens to be the correct set of conditions for the fruit on the ground to ferment in a way that isn't poisonous. Like, it's just one of those things where nature happened to line up perfectly. Or if it's like the flowers ferment a little bit, if they're allowed to just fully propagate, something like that. Either way, there's a place in the world where you can observe drunk butterflies, which rocks. There's footage of them. They just fly all crazy. It's the best. And then I think there's also like squirrels who have been reported getting ripped. Yeah, much in the same way that human beings probably first like messed up and left something out too long and then we're like, holy shit, this stuff messes you up good. Some animals do it on accident. Hey, we should have some. Why, it's mediocre at best. Sometimes you only get the subpar stuff. That's what makes the really good stuff, well, good, right? Why bother? Hey, we all tried to escape. Didn't work for any of us. I've thought many times, is this what peace feels like? And is it good enough? If I'm being real, it certainly isn't the best. All I can do is try and make my life one I'm not trying to run away from all the time. Sometimes I'll be promoted, buy a house, fall in love, but other times I'll just have some awful fucking cake with my friend. Right now, that sounds pretty brilliant, yeah? So if you'll do the honors. Alright, let me go find a knife. Man, the art in this game is really cool. They managed to make, like, emergency indicators being fucked up in different ways all look really stylish. Credit where credit's due. Medical is just stuffed with mouthwash, huh? As long as I don't run into a little horse. Probably a knife in the cockpit, yeah? That's where most people keep their knives. Cool. That's a normal reaction to an axe. Whenever I pick up an axe, I'm like, let's feast, boys. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. Every time I touch an axe. You gotta. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Captain, I'm back with the axe of Lunchley. Oh, right. You know what? This would probably happen at some point, yeah? If it had been long enough. Sorry, cowboy. Your cake today. You want it in the... Probably in the neck first, yeah? Probably the right call? Okay, I got you. Oh. A lot of mouthwash around these parts. Yeah, so it does that cool like glitch effect that I used to see done a lot, like as a like an art thing on internet stuff, where you like have the compression failure where it gets like the motion data of the way the pixels move in the upcoming frames correct, but it has the texture on top of them incorrect. Yeah, it's like a form of a data mosh filter. And so they're using like a form of that where I can move during that loading part and it does that like data mosh smear in whatever direction I'm moving. It's really cool. Hey, Anya. Ah, you startled me. Sorry. Thinking about drinking that too? Honestly, yeah. It'd probably just make me feel sick. Wouldn't fix anything. Much as I'd like it to. Yeah. So I was thinking, do you know not all the medicine aboard was in my office? We store some in a storage locker in the hallway. Haven't you brought this up earlier? It was foamed up. I didn't think it was possible to reach it, but I've been estimating the position of the foam. I think the medicine depot locker isn't too far into the mass of it. We could try to break it down. One strike too many on a weak spot. We'll all get sucked into space. I think it's worth the risk. If nothing else, it's an excuse to get Swansea to hand over the axe. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. All right, let's go. Break it down. All right. Jimbo, El Capitano, the man with the plan. You done? I need that. This whole thing? This was entrusted to me by our previous, tragically inclined leader. Big responsibility. But you know all about that, huh? I'm gonna try and get some more painkillers. Do something useful, you know? Oh, I heard all about it. You looking to pull the plug on this party early? I'm trying to save us. Take matters into your own hands, eh? Be my guest. Put it in the window. Yeah. Yeah, this shit, by the way, this kind of situation is absolutely, like, soul-shattering. The fact that there's no clear delineation between day and night, that would legitimately be like one of the first things you would want to solve, is to have any form of structure going on. Well, let's dig a little. No, little man chugging on the mouthwash. Little man slamming it on the Listerine. Daisuke. How many of you had? Those will kill you before anything else. I know. My mom found this internship for me. Such a slacker, she said. I don't know. I just never knew what I wanted to be. Never was good at anything. Total screw up. Not done yet, Daisuke. Hope she doesn't blame herself. Just take it. I don't want to look at this stuff anymore. I want to be alone if that's okay. If there are any good ending, bad endings, it is almost certainly going to be using versus not using the mouthwash. If they're keeping with like classical trope, that's the delineator for sure. All right, I think we needed to bust into utility. Okay, then it must be in this hulk of foam. That's our objective, right? Yeah, break the foam. Seven, 3, 9. Alright, well I can just waltz around and spot check foam until we find the one they want us to do. Hey, thanks for the follow, John Fan. It's this foam. We really shouldn't have broken that. Oh, where'd Anya go? Yeah, an even worse alcohol to drink. Can you believe it? Let's try the other exit. See if maybe he went to the medical. Yeah. All right, hate to ask you again. Could you give him his painkillers? Find the code scanner. Get the axe. Chop up the foam, but not too much. Give Curly his fucking medicine. The captain has to take responsibility. Huh. I'll get it on ya, I always do. I love having responsibilities. Oh, I didn't get it, man, and now you're telling me. Our worst moments don't make us monsters, huh? You're a good captain, and you'll be one again. I'll get us both through this. Ah, it would appear I'm receiving the captain brain disease. He likes it. Yum. uh. My hands won't stop shaking. Oh, hell yeah. I definitely killed somebody, huh? Is that good? He's wrong about me. He's wrong. I can hide forever. Hey, Swansea. You doing okay? Yeah, I can't sleep. No, that is. I just toss and turn. Or stare at the ceiling all night. Kinda like the nighttime window screen, if you can believe it. So I just come look at it sometimes. If you look really close, you can see there's a dead pixel in the upper right corner. Yeah, that's so? No, don't see it. In the back of my mind, it's always there. I'll go bonkers looking for it. I don't think it ruins the illusion though. It's peaceful. But maybe I'm just used to looking at the bigger picture. How many days of transport do we have left? Off the top of my head, about 237. Just under 8 months. Hey. How do you think Pony Express put a lock on the medical room door but not in the sleeping quarters? I suppose for the same reason they put a lock on the cockpit. Safety. I love having moments where I just fall into corporate brainwashing, like full screen. Hey, what's up, Daisuke? Total emergency. What's wrong, Daisuke? Anya's stuck in medical. The door won't open. What if she runs out of something? Right. Let's go have a look. Okay, I still have a scanner. Yeah, it's a cool transition. It's like less cool if you don't manually scoot it around, which is interesting. Medical's the other exit? Yeah. All right, lock's broken. Hey, Anya, can you hear us? Yeah. All right, rest of our medicine stash is in there too. This could be bad. Did you really put your back into it? Any wrenches? How heavy's this door? How heavy's that kit? Door stuck? No. What do you mean? Look, we're all stressed, but you can't go breaking down at every little hardship. Open the damn door. You were right. You were right all along. Should have done this from the beginning. I always believed our worst moments didn't define us, didn't make us beyond repair. Hey, so this might be the part of the horror game that gets really dark. Just as a heads up, this is a horror game. It's going to have some really heavy themes. Just in advance, this feels like we might be ramping up to one. You think I wanted this either? Make no mistakes. This isn't my worst moment. Far from it. It's the best decision I'll ever make. Open the door. I'll take care of it. Anya? What does that mean, Anya? Curly's in there with her, right? Yeah, you don't think. Daisuke? You and Swansea know the internals of the ship better than anyone. There's absolutely no other way into medical? Well, Swansea said it was strictly off limits, like super mega not allowed above all else. The utility room. That busted vent in there loops into medical. But I mean, technically a person could totally fit through it. If that's the only way, we'll make it work. You listening, Anya? Fine. Come on, Daisuke. I've received the captain's signal. Go to utility. These flags seem like they indicate a problem. Make sure Swansea's not too cooked in here. Hey. Swansea, we need your help. I know you said utility was dangerous, but I'm good right here, fellas. You know I'm not letting you in there. Off limits. If there's any possibility. Jimbo, letting you scratch that foam wall would be useless. You'd only tear this goddamn ship a new asshole. Nothing to be done about it. Bad luck. Tail missed the donkey. But Swansea, this could be really bad. Hear us out. We're God's hand-picked favorites on this here planet, I reckon. Means we get to name it. So let's hear it for Wake Rock. Whatever's going on anywhere else ain't my problem. Since I'm the happiest man Wake Rock has ever seen. Let's just go, Daisuke. There's no point with him. Stop. I can fix this. Why do you keep fucking saying that? Are you hearing yourself? Daisuke I'm bleeding. Ooh, I'm sorry. Still have disinfectant, right? The one from the extra medical stash? Get it, now. The cocktail. You. The cocktail? What are you blabbering about? That was your fault. You never would have. I had no choice. You goddamn fucking idiot. There has to be something else. Oh boy, I can't wait to put mouthwash all over poor Jimmy. Oh, that's fucking so cool. Oh, that's such a good use. Yeah, so they're just using that data mosh filter to to keep what is currently the state of Curly in this side of the room hidden from the player in a way that's like very blatant but so stylistic. I truly don't give a shit. Like, this is so fucking cool. I don't care. If another like game or movie or piece of media did that, I'd be like, fuck off. But like this one, I'm like, oh hell yeah. Where is Anya? That's a great question, Mega Man. We may never know. You're fucking kidding me? This game's so dope, man. This shit is fire. This game's tight as fuck. I'm into this. I'm beyond into this. This game rocks, man. I can see why this game's so highly recommended by so many people. This is awesome. I'm gonna need to like send a quick message to my buddy Slow Beef. Make sure Beef's played this. You know this is the stairway to heaven, right, boy? Sorry. Thinking about the Cowboy Bebop episode where Spike trips on mushrooms and walks on the same stair for 2 hours. Oh. A blind beast, aimless and restless. You can't run from it. Okay, that's us. Uh-huh. You know, what's fascinating to me, generally, JJ, what the fuck am I looking at? Well, oh. The question is it be quiet walking? I guess microphone vibe check. I'll just stand still and be like loud into my mic for a bit. I don't think this game had any microphone access, so I think we're good, but always good to check. A lot of horror games put don't talk elements into their game, which is like a real bummer if you're a streamer, right? Because like I love talking. Okay, this might actually be don't talk. Which, yeah, that's going to be an issue, I think. Oh, it's not a mic thing? Okay, word. Okay. So that is blocked off. Might have moved a little too much. I'm just gonna tilt my stick the smallest amount possible. Now I'm not making any noise. If it gets real close, I'll still slow down. Yeah, the mouthwash horse beast is like pretty strong. Like physically, it kills me instantly. I don't seem to have much recourse against a horse. A horse, of course. Horse recourse. None. Quiet time. Wait for the static to fade. Horse back again. Horse, can you please go farther away? You're being a real wad, dude. Horse! Be gone. I'm just gonna see if it can catch me if I'm moving slow. It is literally spawning boxes around me. Yeah, it's only visible in the scanner. I mostly need to figure out which direction is the correct direction to go. Yeah, I saw it rumbling around in the ceiling for a sec. Right over here. Okay, there we go. I made a single sound. Oh yeah, there it is. Wait, is this the entrance? Did I loop the whole place? Certainly not, right? I think the horse perceived me. Okay, yeah, this is the opening, right? Okay, chat, I'm just gonna ask, what way do I need to go? Because this is gonna take a million years. Well, the blood on the floor goes to that, which is a hard block. So there's a way to go around it. It's an annoying sequence. There's a way to go around. Okay. No, the horse is very tangible, even if you can't see it. Mm-hmm. No, yeah, the wall, the horse is the wall. Oh, okay. Hey, I got the mouthwash. Yeah, it was no big deal. So what the mechanic there was, so the tough part with that, right, is like I've played so many different horror games where you have to not be detected, escape, etc. I didn't know if that was going to be one of them where if he sees you move or hears you move from, 10 feet away, you just die on the spot. Or if it's one of them where you're allowed to just walk until it's within spitting distance of you, and then if you stop, you're just chill. Honestly, I think the big thing is just making it so it's harder to loop, because I very much looped. Yeah, it just feels a little bit out of place in the game up to this point, and it's weirdly long. Yeah. Still good though. Oh, hey. This is before we sent you into the event, huh? All right. Going in there now is unstable. We could risk the air seal. I don't want to fuck up again. You and me, Daisuke, we can save Curly. Swansea won't help. We'll figure it out ourselves. Oh no, I've got a criminal case of Captain Brain. You're gonna have to trust me. I have a plan to get the key back. We need to knock him out. You're gonna fight him? No. Even he has his limits when it comes to booze. We make him pass out. Simple, safe. He might not even realize we did anything after the fact. There's a recipe for a mocktail in the kitchen. We can follow the steps but use different ingredients to add kick to. We are going to feed him isopropyl alcohol. You fucking lunatics. A totally safe thing to do. Just feed somebody a nice glass of isopropyl alcohol. Yum yum. Chug it up, big boy. It's fine. So, okay, look. We murder him, but we save Curly and perhaps Anya. So it's like a trolley problem. But two of the people on the trolley track don't want to live pretty explicitly. All right. Yeah, 1, 3, 2, 4. We're gonna need that tonic for sure. Oh, hey, cowboy. Any ideas for sweetener? All right, so Daisuke was sneaking some sweetener on the side. Let's get this recipe. Mouthwash and isopropyl. And then some sweetener. Hell yeah, dude. Totally normal and safe things to do. Crew quarters were this way, yeah? I don't actually know. Thank goodness for the scanner. Okay, I'm not sure where Daisuke's stuff would be. That we don't really have quarters. Is it like stuff on the ground? Okay, yeah, it's a little bed pads. All right, word. Yeah, that'll have a kick, all right. Yeah, this game is bouncing back and forth between right before like the crash happened and the lead up to the crash, and then during the crash, so like 3 to 6 months after it, and then the day of reckoning, the day where it goes down. So we have like 3 time periods we're bouncing between. It's shortly before the crash, in the aftermath of the crash, and the bad day. The day where it's bad. Hell yeah, brother. I'd love to get a little isopropyl alcohol in me. Woo! Good times. All right, let's feed Swansea his poison. I mean, alcohol, his delicious beverage. Here for a good time, not for a long time. Kind of freestyled the recipe. I can tell you had a hand in this monstrosity, kid. You ain't no mixologist. Sure as hell ain't no mechanic either. You never should have come here. Who the fuck decided to let you board? Stick the idiot with a bunch of sad sack adults and see what he learns, huh? Bootstraps and all that? What a load of horse shit. You think it's all going somewhere, but every failure leaves you a little more mangled than before. Older, uglier, meaner, smarter in a worse way. Wallowing doesn't suit you, Swansea. Suppose you think we should all be acting like you, our hard-working, esteemed captain. I say take a load off before the sun finally sets on this party. May you never go to hell, but always be on our way. Oh, isopropyl alcohol is notably more dangerous than even the mouthwash alcohol. Because the mouthwash alcohol, even before we cut the alcohol from it, was the kind you could swallow and be okay because they couldn't sell a product that if you accidentally swallowed a little bit could make you go blind. Whereas isopropyl alcohol is never supposed to be inside of you. Yeah, he's fine. His tolerance has to be through the roof. For sure. That's definitely how alcoholism works. There's never a point where it pivots down and your tolerance gets notably worse. That's definitely not a thing that happens during liver failure. Well, hey, I gotta take a quick restroom break. Because we've been going for about 2 hours here. Hey, if you're already following, please do. I would super appreciate it. I'd stream 5 days a week, often multiple streams in a day. So drop a follow, check out the schedule page, and hey, if you want, consider subscribing. You get no ads, and also it supports me and helps me do this for as much time as I do. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. All right, I stopped pissing. Hey. That song is from the UFO 50 OST. It's part of Pilot Quest. The game that has made me turn around on UFO 50 is like, even if there's like 49 games I don't care that much for, Pilot's Quest kind of rips. Hey. So, yeah, this has been Mouthwashing. This game's so sick so far. So, quick catch up for anyone who's shown up a little bit later. We are currently the fill-in pilot because the current pilot, or the pilot that was, woke up and crashed the ship in just a fit of something. We're not fully sure. It seems like being the captain might give you a capitalist brain virus. It's a little hard to say. Currently, Anya, the member of medical staff, is with the previous captain, who's more or less like fully burned. Like full skin grafts are going to be required, that level of burn. And looking like maybe considering ending both of their time in this plane. And so we're trying to break in from the backside to get in there and prevent this from occurring. Daisuke is a poor little fail son, or I guess a rich little fail son who is well in over his head. I'll never get a good reference now. Yo, the key with the sorry, very funny to see like a swan, a big swan key. Maybe we could talk about this. He's really into workplace safety, you know? It's like totally cool. Time to be brave. Curly and Anya are counting on us. Anya's pretty explicitly not counting on us, actually, but hey, what are you gonna do? Oh, it's barely foamed up at all. Hey, it's those things. I've never been inside one. What are they called again? Cryostasis pods. Oh yeah, they're far out. Totally sci-fi. Looks like this one still works. How long can these things even keep you frozen? 20 years? Wow, I can't believe Swansea managed to clear all the foam from here. He didn't. Huh? Swansea never let you work with him on breaking the utility foam wall, right? No, it needed to be handled delicately. He said I have way too much athletic strength in my arms. I would have just torn right through the foam. I was like, damn, makes total sense. Bummer. So I've been in charge of the kitchen instead. He said it's next level critical to keep stock and organize every day. Had me double, triple, four-tuple check everything, like all the time. And he never told you he'd gotten in here? No, but look how busy he must have been. Daisuke, baby, please. There was no foam in here. Swansea knew the whole time. Just taking a load off before the sun sets, huh? He's been biding his time until he can save himself. Would getting in the pod really mean you'd get rescued? 20 years more a chance to get found. I'd take it over the current. Yeah, so his plan was there is one working cryopod. I'm going to make sure it's my ass that gets in it. I'll just let everyone else die first. Yeah, not by lying through my teeth while waiting for everyone else to die. That can't be. I'm sure there's a reason. That is the Daisuke. That's the reason, Daisuke. Yeah, Invent is still in one piece. Check out the sparks, though. All right, pretty dangerous on the inside. Could be somewhat collapsed. You could make it through. We need to try it. Bonzi said it's not safe. I know he forgot to tell us about the pod, but he knows like everything about this kind of stuff. Maybe we should wait for him to wake back up. You said you could do it. Time to prove it. Go do it. Oh man, by the way, today's beverage is a rare one for stream. We were talking about what Gatorade and Powerade flavors are the best for what situations in the fighting game channel of the Discord, because that's where dumb conversations tend to pop up. Is we'll be just shooting the shit about some random fighting game story, and then that happens. And man, when I was getting groceries, I was like, they make Gatorade Zero powder. I should get orange Gatorade Zero and like make a whole gallon of it. And I did. Chat, it's great. Can't wait to run later. Captain's orders. Jimmy always sucked. That's the thing. Every time we've not been first person Jimmy has sucked openly. And then when we're first person, Jimmy either sucks or is being affected by the captain virus. Yeah, we're not like the hero here, to be clear. Yeah, Anya and Daisuke are both fairly sympathetic. Like, Anya in particular is just like someone who wanted to be a doctor but clearly struggled with certain elements of it and couldn't make it in the current system. And unfortunately, they just like didn't have a great plan B. Now that's an objective I can get into. Do I have my code scanner? Great. Well, I know where the gun is. It's a medical gun. Can't even interact with it. Yeah, before the crash, we're playing as Curly. Hey, Anya, what's going on? Anya has tendencies. I see. Yeah, we didn't have someone run psych evals on the psych evaluator. Word. You gotta come to me if you were feeling stressed. What would you have done? Anything. Anything. The crew are my responsibility. I told you so over and over, yeah? Not gonna hurt myself. You know the gun is in a safety case I can't open. But I hid the case itself. Tell me where it is. None of this has to be on a performance log. We'll figure it out together. I'm pregnant. You're what? Who would... Captain, I told you. Listen to me. We can fix this. I've known him for a long time. I'll talk to him. I know you'd never give me the gun to protect myself, so the least I can do is make sure he never gets it either. I'll keep it in mind. Has anyone thought about if Jimmy sucks or not? The bleeding won't stop. Just try to stay still, Dice K. Hey kid, you hear me? Dice K? You alive, buddy? Don't move. It's alright, Dice K, calm down. This line of work? You could never have become miserable old Swansea. What a tragedy. Decades of hauling ass for Pony Express. Big mighty bruiser with all his shiny tools. This is where it got me. The good life, huh? Thought you were dumber than a can of paint. Always just chewing my ear off about nothing. Useless ray of goddamn sunshine. Not an A student, career workhorse, or force of ambition. Just a damn good kid trying his best. Could have taught an old fool like me a lot. Close your eyes, Dice K. Dude, you can't call him that right now. Could have fixed him, Swansea. I have to do everything myself. Why can't any of you just give me some time to fucking think? How do you still not understand? It's over. End of the fucking line. He won't suffer one more second because of your delusions. I know all about your plan, Swansea. I went to utility. I saw what you've been hiding down there. Sneaking around with that axe, telling Anya who knows what. Now this. You're making sure you're the one who gets inside that cryopod. Ha! I sure did talk to Anya. But it was her telling me all sorts of things instead, wasn't it? Shouldn't a captain go down with his ship? Not that it matters anymore. I ain't got no place to be. I got everything I could ever want right here on this ship. So go ahead and get in the pod. If you ever get found, you can tell them whatever fucking story you like. You've earned it. Nice. Time to get the gun. Finally, the Captain Brain virus is making some sense. Anya hit it, which means it's probably... either medical or bedrolled. Okay. The medical. Well. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so... Well, that was the code for the electrical. That was the backup generator in the main room. Unless it was also the gun code, which I thought was like 743 that we had seen up front, but also I've had to memorize like 25 codes and stream a video game and read and talk to chat. No big deal. The game probably intends us to head back down. I don't want a sequence break. I've been really enjoying what they're doing here with their visuals and their style. I would hate to swoosh the atmosphere. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a dumb jokester. I'm gonna do clown shit, but I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna be a speed runner. I draw a line somewhere. $739. Damn, my brain remembered approximately the number. Oh, if you want to give game recommendations, I don't read those in stream because I'll often forget them. But if you want to post one in the patron, the Discord, there I do read them. Great. Not yet. Well. Anyway. To the cockpit. Yeah, that occurring during the inventory screen looked really good. I like that. That looked tight. Well, if it isn't Johnny fucking sucks a lot. Jim, I can fix this. What do you think will happen when we get back? We can figure all this out, you and me. All I hear is how great of a leader you are. God, it's so annoying. But now? What do you think will happen now when we get back? We'll fix this together. Everything you and I work for in our lives, accomplishments, changes, none of it'll matter. You've gone through difficult situations before. This time won't be any different. Work through it, one day at a time. It's not just me, is it? You were supposed to be the one who had everything under control. You said so yourself. The ship, this crew, everything that happened here. This was your responsibility, Captain. That is what you'll be hearing the rest of your life. Or this can all be remembered as a tragedy, despite what must have been the best efforts of its acclaimed captain. The Tulpar crew was never found. No one survived to tell the tale. Standing at the top. Oh, wow. This is the first time we've seen ourselves. I get it now. Right. 99% kills. Take responsibility. It kills all the bacteria. Take responsibility. Is that good? 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 What about that one? No? Maybe this one. Jim, tell me you didn't. I should have. I didn't. What the fuck did you do? Well, 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 if it wasn't fucking Jimmy, as always. Well, happy birthday to me. I'm Jimmy. Happy birthday to me. It's Jimmy. My favorite part is how sane I am. Happy birthday, Captain. This rocks. Hear, hear. To Jimbo. Come on. You have to give a speech. Go on, have at it. You better make it good. Hell yeah. Our captain, Captain Jimmy. My favorite part was how much I didn't suffer from jealousy. Da 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 da. A lot of people struggle to put food on their plates, but that wasn't enough, right, Captain? The lowest rung of your ladder is our highest, until it was all swept from under your feet. Life isn't even worth living at the same level as us. But I forgive you. All of us do. I won't give up on you, even like this. I believe in you. We're gonna make it through this. Sometimes we thrive, travel the endless reaches of space, but other times we just have to accept days like these. You taught us that, Curly. Let's eat. Let's survive. Just one of those days. You know, it often is all about the he said, she said bullshit. Not enough people talk about this. There was a philosopher, Frederick of Durst. So what does this say? Where the fuck are my car keys? Remember when this was just like a game about a spooky horse? Simple times. Okay, that's the ladder. Now, what's the most sane you've ever been? For me, it's right now. Daisuke! Oh, lift a little rose. Uh-oh. Even my instructions are in red. This is dire warning. You know what they say? White log at night, captain is right. Red log in morning, captain's warning. Well, all right. Is that good? Oh, if I turn around, do I just die instantly? Based. Literal no turning back. Okay. I think that's the extent of my movement. So now I turn and face this. And now the hallway extends behind me. No, I'm not taking that. I'm not going to take responsibility. That's the whole theme. The theme is that I'm walking away. This is a metaphor. And now we're going to move meta forward. Yeah, Rum, this ship's going to be a huge pain in the ass to break down. What with all the non-Euclidean shifting spaces? Like this one. Oh, oh man. Oh. What's up, gang? Little biomonstery in here. What's that all about? Oh, it's a bunch of axes, like our friend. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, the moral of this game is that Jimmy never did anything wrong and shouldn't take responsibility, and he was trying real hard, so you should all be nice to him. What do you want him to, like, take responsibility or, like, not do awful things implicitly in the first place? What do you, that's asking a lot from Jimmy. Okay? Oh. Is that good? Probably. Not much to do than, you know, what we gotta do. Issued to captains in case of unrest amongst the crew. Man. Damn, you don't even care. So there's a part, by the way, not to plug my own podcast, but hey, to plug my own podcast. We've been talking about American Horror Story Freak Show. The episode hasn't dropped yet where this is mentioned, so you'll be ahead of the curve. But there's a guy who brags that he specializes in dick shots later on. I think they did that to justify him using a very small caliber pistol to threaten somebody, but he's just like, I actually have quite a knack for shooting men in the penis. Like, that's like legitimately a thing he does. Yeah, like he pulls out like a very small pistol to threaten a very big man, and I think they were like, well, the big man would simply not give a shit about the gun, so they have him be like, I'm incredible at shooting a nut. Absolutely goated at shooting a nut. American Horror Story is like a cool show with a cool podcast that releases episodes every Wednesday morning. We have breaks between every season that are usually like a month and a half, but you have so many episodes to catch up on. If you haven't seen it, there's like 90 or something now, and most of them are like an hour or longer. It's a good time. It's a podcast that I largely do because I really like hanging out and shooting the shit with Liz and Slow Beef. It's just like two of my favorite people on this planet. But also we do shit talk, a very funny show as well. So you'll probably like it. I remember you, so you were eternal. What a lovely notion. I think he was behind me. Oh boy, you moved so slow. And the gun is so slow. What? What? Stop it. Cut it out. So where am I supposed to go, chat? Because this seems like an annoying maze I move slow in. And might have to restart occasionally. Oh, I can tell this is mad finicky. Oh, I think I didn't fire fast enough. All right, putting my hand on the right wall. Yeah, honest answer. Oh, you have to kill him? Okay. Yeah, you have to charge the gun, basically. All right, well, back in a corner then. Okay, well the life doesn't reset, so that's fine, honestly. If it was like a case of you have to get 5 hits like in one shot without being clipped, that would be a huge pain. The only thing I'll say that's a little counterintuitive there, I assumed immediately, because this is a horror game and there were many such instances of this even in this game earlier, I assumed I was trying to get to a point while avoiding him. All right, listen. Spent 13 years half cut up to my eyeballs. Drunk, to put it mildly. Then suddenly I saw it, a streetlight shining in my face. 500 gigawatts of the power of God. A vision of my bloated body found in some ditch. It scared me straight. So I got a collar shirt, mortgage, a credit card. All these things that make a good man. I hoped I could raise my children to be better than their old man. I wanted to believe I was never one setback away from my worst self. But the truth is, discipline, drive, routine, the endless fucking desperation to get shit done. A loving wife, great kids, sobriety. I'm telling you. Accomplishments I'd been chasing all my life. Never felt as good as I expected when I crossed the finish line. So now that we're at the end, taking inventory. Those nights spinning out of my head, sinking into the sofa. Broken glass in my palms, bleeding dry, the funniest thing ever. Old dogs laughing and snarling on a waterbed floor, mocking the moon for daring to show its face. All nausea and wreckage and vomit and ugly cruelty. The only problem in the world, an empty bottle. Those were the best days of my life. Yeah. I'm sorry. I have to allow that. That's a good message. That's relevant. Yeah. This definitely, like, the turn of Jimmy being a huge shithead makes Swansea immediately more relatable. Also, like, as a cranky old man who works as a business, it's to the point that I have two names I associate immediately with Swansea. There was a guy I worked with, and this isn't to say he was miserable in any way, shape, or form. I think he was all told quite a happy man with a lovely family and whatnot. But as far as being the old curmudgeonly guy who's been here a lot longer than, he expected, who's worked up in the ranks but not quite as high as maybe he should be relative to his skill level, stuff like that. After coming around on some tougher parts of his life, Sean, I have endless respect for him. He was an incredible man. I assume he is still an incredible man. I think Sean's still alive. I haven't checked. It would be a little early, but so all things considered, Sean is probably still okay out there. But yeah, this is like definitely an archetype of people, like an older guy who's like super jaded about his work in particular. Definitely more relatable than fucking Jimmy. You're a cowardly, selfish motherfucker and you can't even see it. Should have been able to protect the kid. I could have done one thing right. I wish it had been given him one small chance off this goddamn rock. Swansea, I'm gonna fix everything. We're gonna make it. Fuck you. Ugh. Well, now that that's done, time to go take responsibility. Yeah, didn't even have the decency to just shoot him in the head. Oh, love taking responsibility. Oh, nice. Hey, what's good? You having a little telltale heart in here? No. I'm definitely not guilty of the fact that I killed everybody, and especially Curly. And especially Curly and his one unprotected eye that's always watching me, always seeing, always laughing. It definitely doesn't bother me that I am in second place and deserve to be in second place and am notably less good than Curly in every single way. It doesn't bug me a little. I don't know what everyone's going on about. It doesn't bother me even a little. It's fine. It's fine. It's cool actually. I don't have a problem with it. Meat. An entire ship made of meat. I get it. I'll read The Great Gatsby. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll read The Telltale Heart or whatever. Children love the meat ship. Oh yeah, Jimmy did it. That part was very explicitly shown. Curly was blown up trying to stop Jimmy from doing it. And also the implied crime is that Jimmy assaulted one of the crew members in about the worst way imaginable. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I need to get some kind of fluid going on here.
Tis old Mother Goose's birthday. We're giving her a party.
A party! A party! A party for Mother Goose! What's good?
The baker man, he served the cake. It was a sight to see.
Hell yeah! What was in the cake, Jimmy? Oh yeah. I love the meat. Is that helpful? There's like some machinery I think I'm supposed to be interacting with. Well, anyway. Oh, maybe we need to plop the leg back. I need to get closer? I don't... Maybe they want me to do it at the TV? No. I need to get closer. I don't think I'm understanding this puzzle on a fundamental level. Oh! Oh, I think I accidentally, when I was messing around with my stuff. Ah, we gotta feed him his own leg, okay. I accidentally enabled developer mode. I think that was just me passively clicking both sticks at the same time, which is something I do as a fiddly gamer who thinks. Open wide, big boy. Oh, okay, I fed him. Oh, so we need to like pilot it through him. Okay. So just that one needs to be turned, huh? Not that one. Not that one. Actually, wait, it's getting stuck in that one. Does it need to, like, go that way? Okay, so that makes it go that way. Which then now will go to the right and gets, or the left and gets stuck. No, it loops. So that just means that needs to be turned down. And now it'll get to tummy. I think. Open up, it's tummy time. And then that loops down here, which then goes through here, which wraps around to this side and then goes down into tummy. You're welcome. Don't you feel so much better? Oh. I'm controlling this, to be clear. I'm gonna fix it. It's fine. I'm fixing it. Let me fix it. Let me fix it. I'm so fresh you can suck my nuts. I'm gonna fix this. No, no, no. Jimmy's fine. Jimmy's good. I'm Jimmy. I'm gonna fix it. It's me, the hero of mouthwashing, Jimmy. Want to go home. We are home. Oh, you finished what you started. Don't worry. If anyone ever finds us, I'll still be playing the villain. You'll be the better man in the end, like you wanted. I could have stopped it. I'm taking responsibility. No, we can both be heroes. We're a team, you and me, like we used to be. It was an accident. We were trapped. I made a mistake, all right? I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry, Curly. One final own by Curly. In the moment of distress, Curly still just says, I'll take responsibility. It's okay. I'll be the better man one last time, cowboy. All right. Look, a little horse. Hey. Hey. Look at you. Wall, huh? Are there horses behind me? Hundreds of horses. All clean. I hope this hurts. Really gets rid of that bad taste in your mouth, huh? Through wreckage. Through silence. Wash it away. All day fire fresh. Yeah, Jimmy might be a little bit of an unreliable narrator. Like, kind of hard to say. Uh-huh. Oh, nice. I love to see the IDs of all of my friends. And definitely not feel any guilt about making a woman pregnant and then driving her to end her life. Definitely not feeling anything about that. Nothing complex. And then killing my best friend, who I was jealous of, who was the captain, because he was a better captain than I'll ever be. And I couldn't stand it. It drove me crazy. You know what? It's fine. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. Just give me some of that mouthwash. I'm fixing it. I'm gonna fix it. Hey. You get me, Polly. Yeah, it is. Yeah?
Polly says,
Shut up. Curly tried his best. I did too, but he's the better man. I see that now. We can both still make it. I'll take care of him. I'm taking responsibility. Curly. Captain. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I fucked up. I can make this right. Our worst moments don't make us. Hey. I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna fix this. Yeah, that's a big part of what makes this suck ass, but also work really well as a piece of horror from the perspective of the villain. For all intents and purposes, that's us. it's like Braid, but instead of being Mario in a suit and tie, a little guy turns back time jumping on shit. Who gets told he's like a metaphor for a bomb or whatever. This is like good. This hits. Now you'll survive. It's like you said, we can fix anything. We can do it, Captain. We fixed it. I fixed it. So for anyone who's unclear, someone who's like a burn victim with none skin, which by the way, that's us, we're controlling Curly again. This would be about the most painful thing imaginable. By all assumptions, any kind of cryopod system would be working under the pretense of you having skin. So this would be just freezing to death in the most painful way imaginable. It's hard to think of a death worse than this to consign someone to. This is a horrifying fate. Bye, Jimmy. Holy shit, what a good game, man. This is so good. Oh, this is like my favorite. This is like my favorite horror game in a while, man. That's so good. Yeah, even in the end, Jimmy refused to take responsibility, and that's what made him the worst monster of all. Yeah. Even at the end of the day, Jimmy kills one more person as he's trying to quote unquote fix it. Yeah. Yeah, and like the thing is, you need to have those like humorous moments between the crew becoming very like human, or else it's not really relatable when they have problems. Yeah, literally at the end. Sorry, Curly, you were right. Hey, by the way, can you take care of this? I'm gonna throw you in the freeze pod now. That won't be a problem, right? That your blood is exposed and gets pierced with hundreds of ice crystals? I will click the follow us link. Oh, it popped it in there. You know what? You're the first developer I've ever followed on Steam. Congratulations. You did it. Damn. Wow. What a good ass game, man. Hey, by the way, if you aren't already following, please do. I would appreciate it. Holy shit, what a good game. Yeah, if you've enjoyed the stream so far and you enjoyed that as well, drop a follow. I would appreciate it. Let me go ahead and do something real quick here. Word. So, we have a few minutes before Smite goes live, and I'm gonna be over there with him. It's basically just part 2 of my stream. I just, I mean, it's his stream, but it's also part 2. We're pit crew. We're a team. We do this. We do things together, and that's like legal. We're allowed to do that. So I'm gonna catch you up a little on where I've been in UFO 50 for like 5 minutes or so. As soon as Smite goes live, I'm gonna jump on over there. So the main one I've been really too into is Pilot Quest. This one, when you get the ball rolling, a real problem. Oh, hell yeah, we have tons of silk. Let's go. All right, so we have most of our stuff rolling. I have a bunch of funky fellas doing research. I've got my funny spider making some silk for me. We need to get a stronger yo-yo, which is going to take a lot of silk and a little science, and then we're going to need a shitload of science for the fuel, which lets us finish the game. We've done most of the stuff we can. We've fully upgraded all of our buildings. We also have all of our seeds going. Full houses with as many fellas as possible. So the way this works, by the way, is you have these little piles of wood on the ground. They become houses and get little funky fellas. And then you can either have the funky fellas work at the workbenches to make ingots, or later on you can unlock the ability to have them do science and research. And then the last thing they can do is if they're doing nothing and you have the spider boss around who makes silk for you, hey, Young Tommy, you can free up the little funky fellas and they will whistle, which Unktomi mentions. They work faster if there's lovely high-pitched music going on. But yeah, so this is like the loop you get going. I have all the ship parts. All I have left to do is get the ship fuel, the wizard yo-yo, and dip. But you get some wild stuff going on. And once you get more meat later on, the time you get, it truly does just become a health bar. Let's go! Slightly upgraded helps a lot. So after getting all 3 ship parts, I found a secret guy who was a goddamn nightmare to beat in one-on-one combat. And then he moved and said, "Find me again if you want the idol." I then later checked, and it turns out the idol is like the secret win condition, or the cherry or whatever. Because like games have a bonus objective each. So I think I have to like go out and beat that guy's ass multiple times in one run to get the secret idol, which I can do. I'm just likely gonna wait until I get the higher level yo-yo, because it should do more damage. Because he took like 1 billion damage. But yeah, once you get a good run of stuff going, there's like 3 little overworld dungeons. Also, getting the gun rules. There's a couple giants you can find out in the wild that want to send a letter so they can have a friend. And finishing that quest gives you a gun. The gun does less damage, but also reaches full screen. I still don't have an answer for this mystery, by the way, of what this thing does. I don't know. It's a pain in the ass if you leave in the ship before you get the cherry. Well, yeah, because that's finishing the game, right? And from what I've heard, some of the games, this one especially, does have a new game plus. By the way, if you play UFO 50, start with this game. Just start with Pilot Quest, because the gimmick of Pilot Quest, on top of it being like kind of a cool little randomly generated Zelda style game, is you make resources even when you're not playing. Yo, Sepmal, what's good? Hey, hello. Hey, gamer. We just finished playing a little bit of Mouthwashing. It was incredible. In case you haven't checked it out and you want to play like a really haunting, well-created piece of horror, Mouthwashing owns, dude. It's sick as hell. But yeah, so this is Pilot Quest. This is the one I'd recommend you starting with. First of all, of the games I've played so far in UFO 50, it's like far and away the best one. And then on top of that, it builds resources passively when you're not playing. So like once you get a couple funky fellas rolling, they will just churn away making chicken nuggets even when the game's off, which is pretty sweet. Oh, the bosses respawn. Okay, good to know. And yo, thank you so much for the raid, Sepmal. Hey, I'm Ty. If you aren't already following, please do. I stream here 5 days a week. We got a schedule up. Tomorrow we'll be doing some video game bandle, which is where you try to guess a video game. Guess a video game's music, one instrument at a time. So if you can get it off just the bass line, that's like bonus wumbo points. That's the good stuff. This boss is a nightmare, by the way. I don't know if there's a consistent strategy for Johnny deploys 10,000 worms. Other than kiss the worms. I also pivoted to UFO 50 after a short game. Nice. Yeah, I'm doing it just to fill time. I'll be raiding over to my buddy Smite here in a minute. If you're from Sebmal's channel, you probably appreciate a bad game. You probably appreciate a bad retro game or two. Smite is about to play Super Godzilla, which is, in my heart, one of the greatest pieces of Kuso ever made. It's unbelievable. Your attack is on a strange roulette wheel that's powered by backing up. It's insane. If you've never seen it before, it's absolutely crazy. I'm gonna be raiding over there and hanging out. So it's just part 2 of the stream. It's just over on a different member of Pit Crew's channel. But yeah, if you haven't already, please drop a follow. I'd appreciate it. I stream 5 days a week. We do all sorts of stuff. might as well check it out, you know? Hey, worst comes worst, you get an email and you go, I don't want to watch that. Oh, sweet. But yeah, so my current goal, I believe, is going to be getting the super yo-yo and then doing the big run of killing the annoying idol guy however many times they want me to. I assume it's going to be like somewhere between 3 and 5, but also this was a game made by the same person who made Spelunky 2, so it could be 20. You just don't know. I'm gonna get some guys off Ingot Production. You're free. Go ahead and whistle at a spider, please. Yeah, you have to get back home before the timer runs out. Okay, so the yo-yo right now just needs the silk. I think we just have everybody go on whistle duty. Whistle 'em, boys! Ranamero, this and the Wild Zone music are like the two that I definitely get stuck in my head the most. But yeah, UFO Quest absolutely rips. Let me see. Nice. Smite just went live. I'm gonna raid over there. Hey everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm Ty. That was Mouthwashing. That game was absolutely fucking sick. We're gonna go over to Smite's channel and check out some Super Godzilla, a game that's definitely good and doesn't suck ass. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'll be over there, so definitely go over to twitch.tv/Smite. I'll catch you in a sec.